Josh Allen didn't have a particularly good game, but had a bunch of plays in there where you're like, okay, Josh Allen is still impossible to defend. Like, when he takes off and starts running, it's just impossible to stop him dead. You can't hit him and end the play right then, because if he takes to the air or if he makes a slight move, anything that avoids a full head-on direct impact shot, he's just so freaking big that he's going to careen forward for a couple of yards while you're taking him down, and you can't stop that. So if it's short yardage, or if he's running to get 10 yards and you can only stop, or you can only make contact after 8, he's probably going to pick up the first down, and that is so valuable. Now, it's also dangerous. I mean, at some point, one of those hits where he, gets hit by a guy and then gets hit by another guy when he's in midair and spins over one of those at some stage feels like it's going to injure him. But until it does, it's incredibly valuable for that offense to keep picking up first downs.
This is what I'm wondering with the Allen thing, right? We always talk about big, durable quarterbacks, and I like to poo-poo that idea at times, right? But is Allen going to defy that trend? Because historically, it's not necessarily big, strong quarterbacks who stay durable. It's ones who avoid hits, right? It's Tom Brady. It's Drew Brees. It's guys who don't get hit. Patrick Mahomes has a much better feel for not taking hits.
Yeah.
It's not even a feel thing. Like, Allen initiates contact. Cam Newton was big, strong, durable, but there's a point in his career where it was too much. Big Ben was durable in the sense that he got hurt a lot and bounced back from it. He was tough, but the first part, he got hurt a lot because he took a lot of hits early on. Andrew Luck, say what you want about his offensive line, the dude held the ball forever. He took a lot of hits. So the big, durable quarterback, at some point, those hits catch up. But for now, boy, do I like watching Josh Allen play.
But I would almost ask it a different question, which is it worth it? Like, this is the thing. I think it's inevitable that at some point one of those hits is going to injure Josh Allen, and that will be a big negative, right? But kind of like the Rams, where all you're interested in is the Super Bowl. So you could argue that this year is the consequence of everything the Rams did to win that ring. But they won the ring, so it doesn't matter. The Josh Allen thing, the reason you pay him all the money, the reason you get him to do all the things he can do is because it's unstoppable. So right now, there's no other quarterback in the NFL maybe that can do some of the things he's doing, at which point that gives you an advantage over every other team in the NFL that they can't bring to the table. So Deebo Samuel gets injured yesterday, right? Did you see Jerry Rice tweeting out that, can we stop running our skill position players up the middle because we're getting hurt, right? Because Deebo's down. Anyway, whatever. The point being, okay, yes, Deebo's chances of getting injured reduce dramatically if you just say go back to being conventional wide receiver. You're not going to run the ball as a running back. You're not going to, but doing that is what makes Deebo so impossible to defend. The fact that he can do all those different things causes problems to a defense above and beyond simply having a running back do this and a wide receiver do this. And same with Josh Allen. The fact that he can do what he does right now makes him so much harder to defend. And would you dramatically reduce the chances that he gets injured, which, by the way, hasn't happened yet? Yes, if you just told him to stand in the pocket, pretend he's Tom Brady, right? Get rid of the ball immediately, don't take a hit, preserve yourself. Yes, he would. The chances of him getting injured reduces dramatically, but he would also be easier to defend if you did that. So at some point, it's a risk-reward calculation of, is it worth exposing him to these hits because the payoff is we become a lot harder to stop on offense. And I think at some stage you have to say, look, this is what makes this guy so special. You have to just accept the risk that comes with it.
Yeah, I think you have to lean into it. And yesterday is an example, right? Because we always use the phrase, the running quarterback raises the floor of your offense, right? The floor for yesterday's Bills offense could have been really low because they ended up with 130 net passing yards, 147 yards for Allen, gets sacked 3 times for negative 17 yards, right? So usually if your quarterback throws for $130 against a pretty good defense, you might score 3 points. You might score 6 points. But the fact that Allen can convert, 3rd and 15, where he picked up 16, that play you're talking about, where he can convert those 3rd and 15s that shouldn't be there. You can run QB counter on the 5-yard line for a 5-yard touchdown run.
Yep.
and he finishes with the most rushing yards on the team. It was only 47, but again, you're stealing a few first downs, you're stealing a touchdown here and there. The floor of the Bills offense in a game where the conditions are tough, the Jets are playing tight coverage. It felt like every throw was a just miss, right? Like he's kind of making good throws that could have been caught, and then there's other tight window throws that he's just missing. It raises the floor of the Bills offense. So yeah, you lean into it. That's what makes Josh Allen special. But you also have to know, I don't care how big and strong you are, if you do continue to take head-on hits. I'm not saying just rushing attempts. I'm saying Josh Allen's playing a physical brand of football, like Gronk at tight end, a physical brand of football. And at some point it could catch up to you. But for now, it's fun to watch, and it's important for the Bills. It's what makes them well-rounded. I still like the games where they can hand it off a little bit more and take some pressure off him. But in a key division game, a team that beat you just a few weeks ago, you rely on Josh Allen to make those plays.